Good evening, all. And God bless you. Thank you for coming. I am Father Christopher Johnson, and thank you for showing up to my second live stream in as many weeks. No, well, yeah, I think I'm squeezing in just under the line here. I wasn't able to do one last week. We had a service, a church service for the protection of the Mother of God, and so so I wasn't able to stream, but here we are. And I promised that I'd be streaming a game called Ostranauts. It's kind of a very niche offering, you could say. I'm going to start it up here. Is the sound coming through? Whoever might be watching right now, can you hear the sound? And let me make sure that I add the screen. Here we go. Change the resolution up here. All right. Hi, Mando. And thanks for coming. I see there's a few more people in. This game is called Ostranauts. And while that sound plays, I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer. O Heavenly King, Comforter, Spirit of Truth, who art everywhere present and fillest all things, treasury of good things and giver of life, come and dwell in us and cleanse us of all impurity and save our souls, O good one. And now I've got the sound coming through. My sound is okay. Is the game sound okay? Can it be heard? Because last time I had some issues. So if anybody could let me know if the game sound can be heard. But in any case, what we're going to do, and make yourselves known, by the way, all the newcomers, say hi, please, and welcome in. Has anybody here heard of this game before, Ostranauts, or is anybody here a space game fan? I'm a huge space game fan. I consider it to be almost its own separate genre, even though it contains examples from every type of genre. In any case, what we're going to do is make a new character. Let me make sure that I'm seeing all the comments here. Okay. So we're going to start a new character. This game is extremely hardcore, you could say. Luckily, you can pause the game. And thank you, Aaron. Luckily, you can pause the game. Oh, see, that's the problem. That's why I had it windowed before. All right, so before sorry about that. Before we get started here, let's see. Let's go ahead and I am live. So yes, things are going wonderfully so far, I'd say. All right, so we start with character creation. The game it takes a lot of DNA from different kinds of other sci-fi games, both tabletop and PC. And the biggest callback for me is probably Traveler, the way this character creation works. I have played this game about, let's see, I've started 3 games, not counting this one, and uh, each one of them I've learned a little bit more. I've not gotten very far in the game. The first one, the first attempt, um, I just gave up immediately because the game just seemed too hard and I couldn't understand what was going on. But then the second attempt, I kind of figured a couple things out and started to enjoy myself, and then I died, I think from overpressure, perhaps, or something like that. I died in the cabin of my ship while traveling. So this time around, hopefully things will be different. And while I chat with you, uh, yeah. Well, the art is interesting. Let's add the game screen back, my computer screen. Yeah, it definitely has that sort of old school aesthetic to it. All right, so we're going to turn those things off. We won't be interacting with that part of the game in this video. All right, so we got a randomly generated character here in terms of looks, and we're going to go ahead and switch to the career mode here, and this is where we create the character. All right, your first corporate checkup. The Ayatamiwa MedTech takes a glance at your chart, then at your body, then back at your chart. Immunosuppressed, low bone density, hypovolemic standard condition for a young spacer on K-Leg Station, born and raised as you were in the weak microgravity of a 33-kilometer asteroid. Doc says the insomnia is catching up with you. It's chronic around here. Something likely caused by radiation and lack of sunlight. Your eyes work well enough for now, but they're still bad and they're getting worse. 18 years old and rapidly approaching middle age. Your muscles are feeble by Mars standards. They wouldn't stand a chance on Earth. No S, you say. You forgive me all. This is one of those games, I guess. You're no Earther, and you never will be. A heart monitor beeps and then beeps again. The board tech scribbles a few notes and grants your work permissions, healthy enough to strip hulls in the boneyard despite everything. Fine with you. Closer to the ships, after all, and you're going to get one. All right, so you're 18 years old, got a net worth of $97. The name is Good Luck Horn, and I will jump back to the chat here and answer a quick question. FR is short for father, by the way. My religion is Russian Orthodox, so very similar. Yes, I am Russian Orthodox. In the Russian Orthodox Church outside Russia is my jurisdiction. And I guess we'll probably just hop back and forth, I suppose, if there's any relevant questions that pop up. That'll make it maybe more difficult for the editor. Somebody has graciously volunteered. And also, if you notice my new channel logo, I have the gentleman at Ortho Chat specifically, especially Yanni, to thank for that. So thank you, Yanni. And yes, but I am a Russian Orthodox priest indeed. Well, thank you. Well, hopefully I fall into that same category. All right, let's see here. Let's go back to the character creation. All right. Okay, so we click OK there. The next steps. Despite your best efforts, your dream of owning your own salvage ship still eludes you. You find yourself wondering if a change of strategy is in order. How will you spend the upcoming years? Excuse me. I really got to change that setting. The problem is you can't change the setting in the middle of character creation. So my apologies for that. There's going to be a lot of that. All right. All right, so we have some choices here. It's too early to seek a ship. All right, so seeking a ship means we end character creation. And it says ends career history there. And we can either seek adventure, Uh, what do you think we should do? Seek adventure, work on self, save some money. Um, all right, while I wait for my children to stop yelling at each other. All right. All right, so what do we think? Hi, Warrior. How are you? All right, we're going to... I think we'll be wise. How about we be wise and we'll work on self. So here we have the skills that we can learn. Each of the skills takes a certain number of years to learn. And then you can also take negatives, such as ugly, craven, and those will subtract years. So you can kind of offset it that way. So let's see here. Let's pick a couple of skills. Let's take construction. Definitely zero-G ops. I'm going to say yes to EVA suits. It sounds like a useful skill to have for ship breaking. All right, and then we need let's not spend too long on this here. Let's see. That's already 6 years, and let's make it 7. So construction, EVA suits, spaceship piloting. Let's apply those. I'm now 25 years old. Okay, so now we're gonna seek adventure. When all's said and done, shipbreaking and scavenging and hustling is a grind. What was once dangerous eventually becomes monotonous. This just so happens to be a phase of your life from which, looking back, you can't remember any interesting events at all. The only thing noteworthy about this particular period of backbreaking 100-hour weeks is what you started doing to cope. How do you deal with the boredom? All right. Well, what kind of space game is it? It is a... the way I've described it to my friends is Shipbreaker Grindcore. It's a highly detailed simulation, but it simulates specific things. So there's a lot of inventory management. There's a lot of, all the environments are deconstructible. It's sort of a figure out your way type of sandbox. All right, so, what seems useful? How about hacking? All right. The nice thing about living in space is that all systems are networked. The nice thing about network systems is that they're made to be broken. Quite literally, judging by some seditious commentary you found hidden in the man pages once upon a net dive. Slowly, you extend your awareness into the station around you. Security cameras in the alley behind your dormitory, they work for you now. The cleaner robot has been monitoring who disposes of their trash thoughtfully. A satellite element in Aotimiwa's social ranking system, so you touch up your record. The AI in charge of ambient music programming schedules your favorite songs more often. Sometimes when you lurk these networks, you get the strange sense that you're being followed. Other times, you're sure of it. This is a fun distraction, but limiting, and maybe a little sad. This isn't a challenge, it's a waste of your talent. Occasionally, you look into a career change. All the network security job postings require academic transcripts, 5 years experience, glowing recommendations, a valid ID, of course. And the less reputable postings are very less reputable. Suicide by 2 bullets to the back of the head, less reputable. Forgetting your suit before you spacewalk, less reputable. Back to the grind. New enemy, Brian Zachary Rubio, law enforcement officer from Namdi Azikiwe Station, K-Leg. Oh boy, that's one of the. Oh goodness. Well, we'll. That's interesting. Didn't make any money on it either. So now I'm 26 with no money. We're going to try to seek adventure again. You are approached by a coworker who has developed a less than lethal method for making cash on the side. Less than legal method. Apparently, they've been tagging high-value salvage as junk in the system for the last 6 weeks. After the false tag, they leave the part on board the derelict and sell the location to the highest bidder. This scheme always involves the complicity of the breaker doing the final sweep, and today that happens to be you. The piece in question is a busted reactor, and you know it will fetch a pretty penny on the black market. It's a big take if you can pull it off, but there are risks. All right, so we're going to gather intel for the cops, backstab them, and by them I mean, I suppose it means the people that are running the operation, the illegal operation. Gotta stop doing that. All right. Or we can report to the authorities or instigate violence.
What is this? What's happening?
All right.
Oh my goodness, for the day. Oh, wait.
I think I'm going to. Shall I be I think I'll be a good boy. How about that? Gather intel for the cops. You decline the offer, but keep an eye on the involved parties. It's a good scheme, runs like clockwork. After a couple weeks, you know all the names, locations, and timings. You bring this intel to an AOSEC officer. They are shocked by the level of detail. It's not a career case, but it's close enough. Now you have a friend on the force, plus some valuable information to boot. I love the space sci-fi genre. I love it. I love it. All right. So now I still didn't make any money, and I'm now 27, and I'm gonna keep trying rolling those same old dice. Drinking at the local watering hole after your shift when you see the unicorn. They're the scion of an Aotimiwa executive sneaking out to rub shoulders and bump uglies with the common folk. You wince as they try to pay for their round in yuan. It's dollars for the likes of us, friend. If you're careful and lucky, they could be an opportunity. Well, we can start a riot. Interesting. Pick their pocket, just mug them, seduce them, get them drunk, risk, hack them. Well, I am a hacker. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is being
I'll go put this in the
Yes, I've played FTL. I've played oops, look here, something bad happened. Risk. Okay, I hacked them. The password offers you no resistance. Okay, it looks like it didn't go so well. Let's see, check the bank account.
He's right there.
Okay, we got a new enemy.
Trudge is right there.
One of the managers at the station. Namdi Ezekiwe station. Okay. So it didn't work out? Oh, it did. It did. Look at this.
You killed it?
Okay. It worked out to some degree. But I got an enemy. All right. So we got some cash, which is good. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I have started watching that series. And I have enjoyed the thing, what I've seen of it so far. Okay, so let's see. Let's save some money. Shipbreaking is a nearly impossible grind, but you know with enough discipline you can leave each month with a little extra cash socked away. Fair enough. All right, so we did indeed get in a little extra. We're now 29 years old. And I'm going to seek adventure one more time. She's a real beauty. The Testudo Heavy Lifter 448, and it's with a confusing mix of honor and dismay that you're contracted to take her apart. On day 4 of the break, you're welding through a wall compartment when something catches your eye. A Miura intake regulator.
Oh, oh.
The apex of the defunct company's technical achievements. All right.
It's
Smuggle it through the black market.
Let's just take the car.
Smash it and feel alive.
Okay, get the car.
Okay.
Easy first extract. Just killed.
I think I'll be a bad boy here. Smuggle it through the black market. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh.
Okay. What do you do?
It's all too simple.
You should charge your stamina.
All too simple, eh?
You should
A
charge
finder's
your stamina.
fee and a fortnight of prudent paranoia, which soon subsides, such is life. Okay, a criminal contact
Around 20 minutes now.
and another enemy law enforcement contact. That's not good.
I saved up
But
the
such is
power.
life, as they say. All right, 30 with some more money. Not that much more. All right, we're gonna seek a ship now. It's time to seek a ship and actually start playing the game. Cool. Oh, GSO's register has given this vessel an OSR rating of moderate, indicating that it is legal for sale but does not possess ship systems beyond basic travel and life support. Model Ryoka TU-70 salvage tug. All right. We're going to take the ship. That seems good to me. It's certainly good enough to start. So here we go. Take the ship. Now the proud owner. And that you can now reach some of the outer derelicts beyond the watchful eye of the yard masters. Well, let's see. Yeah, so let's see here. So now that you're on your own terms, your next move is up to you. Maybe score a valuable part or two for resale or reuse. Pull down a platinum tier payout on a gig. Or maybe even discover a ship discarded before its time. Whatever the case, it beats sweating in a suit all day for someone else's profit. Time to get out there and find your future. Okay. All right. Character creation is done. Resume ready. Submit. And here we are. Okay. Tutorial objectives hub. I'm going to take this opportunity to change some settings real quick. Options, video. Okay, let's window it. And what happens if I double click? Is that kind of doable? I think that kind of works, right? All right. So now that I've done that,
I was walking. I didn't know I could.
Let's do this. Okay, good. It doesn't automatically go off. So the game is Ostranauts. It is a, in some ways, very hardcore sim. And what it's simulating in this case is the life of a shipbreaker, at least to start. And then later, at least my understanding, you can also hire people. You can make a bigger ship. You can, and I've done a little bit of this in my third playthrough, the one that I've made the farthest in so far, which is still not that far. I still haven't extended past the initial field of derelicts that's right near this station. But basically, it starts off as just a shipbreaker simulator, and you're just trying to go out there and do some things, little things to make some cash and keep paying your payments on your ship. But as you gain in skill and as you get to learn the game better, you start seeing the other things there are to do. So that's in a kind of it's hard to put it in a nutshell because it's very much a sandbox game. And but that being said, it's also, you could maybe call it a roguelike in some ways. It certainly bears some similarities to games like Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld. It's also similar to a game called Space Station 13, if anyone has heard of that. All right, so starting off, we've got, it wants us to do We're going to go through the tutorial a little bit, so I want to just unpause. Okay. I'm just going to quickly go through, check. Okay, click your portrait. Getting dressed. The overalls, okay. We're just going to equip those. All right. Okay, objective target. Right click on the nearby power switch. Let's get the pressure suit out of the... Oh, there's a tote bag. Okay. We'll put the pressure suit in the tote bag. Get the toolbox. I don't know why I'm holding these other items here. All right, and now we can walk out. Oh.
Okay, there you are.
So it's this game is made by some people who also made another game called Neo Scavenger, which is sort of a post-apocalyptic survival roguelike, random generation and permadeath and things like that. Now, I'm not gonna do... There's no Iron Man mode in this game, but I am gonna play... I'm not gonna be reloading saves. It is a early access game with this being updated pretty frequently, so I'm just in case one of the saves breaks, I'll still be saving manually, but yeah, not reloading anything. So here we have a little bit of story fluff, and let's see here. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. Yeah, so this game is very, very well written, is one thing I've noticed. And so it's my new ship is waiting in port, not far from the kiosk hub and scrap shops. Once you find it, you can finally undock from this rock. All right, so we've got some hand tools. We've got a ship to get to, and we're going to follow the signs to the airlock here. Aha, hold on. Something to do. It wants me to... Loose conduit in the hallway. Reinstall it for a karmic reward. Well, who doesn't love karmic rewards? Start by right-clicking it. Select the install action. Intended location. All right. So her whole head is stuck in the bag.
Again? This is the second time. That's what I was laughing at. I tried to show it to you.
My dog's whole head was stuck in the Wendy's bag, I guess, or whatever that was.
Oh, it was
I wish that I could have grabbed the camera. I should have grabbed the webcam and just... But no, I would have revealed too much about my background here. Meanwhile, okay, the repair job is still going on. We can speed up time, which we will do, but it gave me time to laugh at my dog. All right, here we go. Speed up some time here. I do love a game that lets you speed up time. Let's even go further. All right, so that restored power to the door. Search the room beyond for your reward. Okay. Ah. A rack.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks so
okay.
much.
Halverson friction stir welder.
Like, did we just finish the match?
No, that's not how it
Bro, I have
works
to
anymore.
go.
All right, we got the stuff.
Oh my god. That's a clip farm.
Okay.
Bro, I have to go.
Oh gosh.
Parents are actually clip farming. I'll see you later.
I think my son just said my parents are clip farming. King of Sharks. Well, thanks. A nice profile pic, by the way. I approve. All right, so let's see. Keep going towards the airlock. Hold on one sec. All right, so we're walking along the airlock here. Okay, here we are on the ship. Right-click any object to open the Mega Tooltip. Okay. Right-click anywhere in the room repeatedly until the MTT displays compartment. Compartment selected. All right. Click Show More to view detailed information about the selected item, such as gas composition. So when I said it was a simulation, this is part of what I mean, and this is what one of the things that makes it similar to Dwarf Fortress. It's got a lot of this going on. So, all right. So right now, okay. It's got 2 thrusters and 2 nitrogen, or yeah, right? And 2, yeah, nitrogen tanks, which is what it uses. That's what the reactant it uses for thrusting in short range. And it's got a heater, a cooler. You can see all the conduits and everything that's routing power around. Here's the nav station. All right. Okay, press L. And that brings up the PDA. And you can look, there's different visual overlays you can use. And it wants me to look at the damage. Whoa, this ship is kind of beat up.
Charlotte, you need to put the timer on.
This ship is beat up.
Did you put the timer on? Yeah.
Increase, okay. Increase oxygen levels to increase metabolism and work output. Decrease to suppress fire chance. That's what they do on submarines. Wise advice, it sounds like. I have learned how to manually operate the oxygen pump. But that's, I don't think there's a need just at the moment. All right, restore the nav station. Wants me to right click here and restore. Yeah, let's restore it. So I guess the darker pink it is, the more damaged it is. Yeah. So let's see. While that's happening, how's everybody's evening? Maybe there's time for a question or two. I'm gonna slow this down, and we'll head back to the old one shot. So somebody asked me on Twitter about, let's see here. Something pretty deep. Let's see, something pretty deep. Reception of converts, that's pretty deep. Yeah. Reception of converts is good. This is something that should concern all of us, for sure. No scary games today, Mando. No scary games today. Maybe I'll do I don't really have one yet, and I should have got some during the sale, but reception of converts. Well, everybody should always be thinking about it. There's going to be a lot more converts coming in soon. I mean, they're already coming in, and we know about that. A lot of us who are just seeing it at our church, seeing a sudden influx, and certainly true for our parish. Just the last couple of weeks, we've had, for us, a pretty large amount of visitors, which means like 3 or 4 on a Sunday. 3 or 4 faces that we don't recognize in a parish of our size is significant. And so it's happening, and so we better prepare for it. We better prepare to understand the needs of newcomers, to welcome them. We should also be prepared for them to disagree with us. For us, we should be prepared to welcome them warmly. The Orthodox view on forgiveness and reconciliation. Well, let's see. I'm going to get back to this game. And we can talk about that while I'm playing here. The Orthodox view on forgiveness and reconciliation. So the nav station is almost complete. Forgiveness is required, obviously. That's the Orthodox view. Forgiveness is required. It's the entire Christian worldview. If we do not forgive, we cannot expect to be forgiven. And sometimes it takes the whole rest of your life to forgive just one thing. Because it keeps occurring to you and you think, oh man, that's so-and-so, whatever. You start reliving events. It's funny. One of the things this game simulates is that kind of internal life, that internal emotional life. We have to forgive, and since we always have to be working at it because it's not easy. So never give up. Classic demonic trick is to make you think, well, I didn't get it right the first time or the first couple of times, or I keep making the same mistake over and over, or I keep getting angry at this person, and so I might as well just give up because obviously I'm not successful. I'm not going to be successful, and that is not a correct view. Not a correct view at all. It just takes, sometimes it just takes a long time. So humans live a life in time and space, right? It takes us time to do everything we do. And it's the same with the spiritual world. It takes time. Just like this game takes time. Repairing this nav station. Of course, I've kept it at single speed so we could talk about stuff. So that nav station is repaired. All right, so we're going to leave the rest for now because I'm not going to dedicate a video to having you watch me repair things, although this intake regulator is looking pretty peaked there, actually. And I'm going to speed that way up. So, yeah, Orthodox view of forgiveness and reconciliation. That's pretty much it. The disciples asked Jesus, how many times do we have to forgive? As many as 7 times? And he says, no, 70 times 7. which I think is 490. And so I'm not saying that you're going to literally have to forgive someone 490 times and then you stop. Although I've never kept count. So I wonder if by the time you get to 490, you kind of know what you're doing in the realm of forgiveness. If you've forgiven this one person the same sin 490 times, every time you remember it. I wonder if anyone's gonna do that to get me some empirical data on that. All right, so I'm done repairing things for now. Let's move on. Let's see. Let's close off the damage view. Right click the nav station and select use. Okay. All right. I hope you like knobs, because the nav UI has a lot of them. Our ship is still docked with K-Leg and can't go anywhere yet. Not without destroying the docking arm and most of the station. All right. We got this funny little paper. The cheat sheet. Don't crash. All right. How do I know if I'm making the right decision in God's eyes? Listen, I like freedom. Sometimes God's will is for you to make a choice. So beyond the basics, yes, this cheat sheet is quite funny. Beyond the basics of the 10 Commandments and the gospel, love God and love your neighbor, and do unto your neighbor as you would have done unto you, and the Beatitudes and all that stuff, all that good stuff, quite literally. If you're keeping if you're keeping the kingdom first, then, and making decisions in that spirit, then you should be okay, and you should be making decisions that you want to make. Having said all of that, like, sometimes it is important to. I mean, there comes a times in everyone's life where they have to make decisions that other people don't like. So just make sure you're not confusing, adhering to the gospel with doing what, somebody else thinks you should be doing with your life. The only time that is really true is if they're telling you about the gospel. if they're telling you to go to church, and they're telling you to keep taking communion and go to confession regularly and all those things that an Orthodox Christian should be doing, then the right decision is your decision. Even if you fail, even if it goes badly, you can learn from it. But yeah, I don't know beyond doing what Christ says to do. I don't really know how to know if you're making the right decision, because somehow our freedom is bound up with God's will in some very mysterious way. Our freedom is directly involved in God's plan for the whole universe. All right. So, okay, the cheat sheet for the thing. Click the comms console button. Sorry, my dog scared the crap out of me just now. Okay, comms console. Hail ship. OKLG. Request undocking clearance. Okay. We're speeding through the tutorial here. I will not crash. At least I hope not. All right, zoom the nav station view in or out with the mouse scroll wheel. Hold the shift. Okay, zoom till it's within 6. Okay, click the white diamond. Okay, the station is targeted. Tap the E key to rotate your ship clockwise. Oh, I gotta unpause. Okay. Clockwise thrust calibrated. Tap the Q. Counterclockwise thrust calibrated. Hold R until the ship stops spinning. Spin stopped. Is there a link for donates? Well, thank you for asking. Actually, yes, I think in my channel description, and I should have put it in the video description too. There's a link to Holy Apostles' website, and I didn't intend to make a great big thing out of it right now, but if people are desirous to help or donate in some capacity, I want all such donations to go to the Holy Apostles Building Fund. We have a very beautiful parish hall designed by Andrew Gould. I'll just keep hitting that up every time I talk about it. New World Byzantine is his website. You can find some really cool stuff that he's been doing for American Orthodoxy, designing all sorts of amazing buildings, churches, and parish halls. And so he's designed our parish hall, and we've got a big building project in the works. It's been in the works for a long time. And I'll be talking about it for a long time to come, I'm sure. But there's going to be always more to do in this life. You're never going to run out of things to do, God willing. All right. So let's see. Someone once told me Peter said that Catholicism is the true church, and I said he's wrong, but I'm not someone that likes to debate. Do you have any advice for me to help him see the truth? Peter, meaning the Apostle Peter? I don't know. Peter certainly didn't say that. Advice for me to help him see the truth. Well, no. The only advice can be leading an Orthodox life. Really, leading an Orthodox life. Being a good example. Being there for him as a friend in the way that an Orthodox friend should be. And being ready to pray for him. Just be the kind of person that he remembers, that he remembers being a good influence. If he doesn't want to debate about it, then don't force the issue, and just really be a friend. Invite him to church, if the time comes, and you think there's a willingness that's opening up there. All right, so someone named Lee Shaw reaches out to you seeking help with a family member matter. Find me when you have a moment. All right, I guess that'll happen later. Okay. Use rotation controls until this ship is pointing towards OKLG. Okay, bearing near 0. Okay, let's unpause. Okay. There we go. Okay, got it. That was not that was not as easy as I'd hoped. Okay, press S to thrust backwards up to 200 V relative with OKLG targeted. Oh, passed it. Rear thrust calibrated. Good. Press W to reduce VREL to 10. Got it. Press D to thrust right up to 200 again. This is compelling, I'm sure. Okay, we're going... No, I mean, of course. All right, here we go. Okay, do the same thing left. Tutorial stuff. Okay, left thrust calibrated. Target the closest derelict. Tutorial derelict. Travel within RNG range less than 5k of the target. Slow down till VREL is below 100 with destination targeted. Okay. All right, let's... Okay, let's change this setting to... Whoops. To the target. All right. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those slow, deliberate type games. Let's see. Should I... No, that's not better. That's not really better either, is it? What's best? Is it this or is... No, that's not right. That's crazy, right? That's a little dumb. I could do that when I'm talking about like church stuff, maybe. It's all very experimental. We're learning as we go here. All right. So yeah, we are certainly moving slowly. Proximity alarm. Okay. So we're going to go over to comms, hail ship. Hold on, let's slow down. Yes, that's the proximity alarm. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Back in the chair. Let's clear the alarm. Let's... The name of my ship is Acid Parasite? Yeah, it's the proximity alarm, Mando. It's fine. I've got... It's... but yeah, I did need to clear it. Now... What I wanted to do was... Okay. Oh, it's auto-saving. Okay. All right, that matches velocity. Okay. Okay, now comms control. Yep, did all that stuff. Hail the ship. Okay. Concentrating a little bit here. No, we're not crashing yet. I think I'm maintaining velocity. Or something. Hold on. This is crazy. Stop. I think I messed myself up by matching velocity like that. Okay, here we go. Don't want to be too fast here, but I am 2.5 clicks away. Well, thanks, young penitent. Looking forward to the live stream on Thursday. Thank you, Victor. Here we go. Okay. Clamps align. Careful. Got it. The clamps on your docking ring engage and your hull resonates like a struck gong. While your sensors scan the vessel for data, you close your eyes and imagine the fortune that could await you on the other side. Perhaps you've found a racing skiff, a nimble vessel with a lightweight hull pushed around by a top-of-the-line RCS package and a 4-can Miura Hydra intake regulator. Or maybe you've stumbled on a multi-cabin pleasure yacht, an elite catamaran, complete with a full bar and corridors adorned with yards of crimson and cream Van Hummel interiors. Or maybe it's just a dead freighter, a decades-old Tetsudo hauler packed with trash and sporting a giant hole where the reactor used to be. This is a junkyard, after all. Whatever it is, you've got access to it now, and a bit of time before AOSEC security goons harass you. If you're a salvager, maybe you'll smash and grab rare parts to fence back. Okay, so I can salvage stuff. I can try to fix the whole ship up. But to fix it, you have to buy the derelict if you want to fix it legally. Or you can steal it. I do not know enough what I'm doing to do either of those things at the moment. Thursday at 9 p.m. Looking forward to it. Absolutely. All right. So I need to put a pressure suit on. Leave the nav station, open inventory, remove your jump chute and shoes, put on your pressure suit and helmet. All right, let's put the... Can I fit them here? No. There. And pressure suit. Helmet. Space safe and vacuum ready. All right. Do I like map games? Yes, I do. Still, by numbers, by sheer numerical value, or whatever number of hours. Stellaris is my number one by a lot. Crusader Kings 2 is up there somewhere as well. Never quite got as into the Europa Universalis or Hearts of Iron, although I probably prefer Hearts of Iron to Europa Universalis just because it's just very different. If I'm going to play something like the pure, I just of the Europe map games, I would say Crusader Kings 2 is my favorite. All right. Yes, I love some map games. All right, let's zoom back in a little bit here. Okay, so what to do? We've got a toolbox. We got the light here. There's a light. Toggle it on. Oh, I should... Okay, now it's on. Good. So now we need to Step into the derelict. Okay. Tutorial derelict. Okay. Pick up the yellow salvage permit on the ground. Okay, I retrieve the permit. And then I can read it. All right. Valid until 2079, August 26th at 1618. Okay, that's basically 2 hours from the moment that I picked it up, I guess. Always look forward to playing map games and always end up playing Orthodox nations. Can't bring myself to do otherwise. Well, I sure can. I always play the Anglo-Saxons and Crusader Kings. Anglo-Saxons or bust, baby.
It's bedtime. I love you.
Now, give me 1 minute here while I say goodnight to the kiddos.
Daddy, what about the rest of my food?
Sorry about that. I'm saying goodnight to my kids. I've said goodnight to one so far. And the other one is coming nearby. And I'll be right back. I just realized you couldn't see that. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. So the salvage permit exists. And it's giving me a little bit of time to work with, I guess. Press L to bring up your visor controls. Select the power visualization. Okay. Install conduit to restore door power. Restore power to the door by installing the loose conduit into the gap nearby. Okay. I guess that means over here. Okay. I guess that's a loose conduit. And that must be the gap there. So we will install here. It's a pretty quick install, I think. Maybe not for this guy. Speed it up. Speed it up even more. Goodness gracious, dude. That's a long time. So, how's everybody doing this evening? Okay, we're done. Pause. Reduce the thing. Okay, doors, walls, power. Thank you very much, Victor. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Much love from here as well, and to all you and yours. All right, doors, walls, power, and applied force. A crowbar. Well, all right. Restore power to the door down the long hallway. Borrow excess conduit if necessary. Okay. Alternatively, you want to hunt around. There might be another way past the door. Okay. Let's close this out. And what do we got here? The roster menu. What? Oh. Oh, I missed a question up here. Top 3 favorite movies. That's a really hard question. Top 3 favorite movies. I'm afraid my favorites do not include Lord of the Rings. because my favorite book in the world is The Lord of the Rings, and while I very much enjoyed the movies when they came out, I wish more people would read the books. I'm one of those snobs that's grown um, a little tired of having movie lines thrown at me. Lord of the Rings movie lines. Maybe I'm alienating my younger audience here. I don't know, but yeah, no, I my top 3 movies. Gosh, I love movies. I mean, as I like video games a lot. I love some video games. I really love movies. Um, Blade Runner is up there. Drive would be another. People probably wanted to hear like Orthodox movies and things like that. I love a lot of those. The Island is amazing. So it's like impossible for me to name the top 3 on the spot. I did say Blade Runner. I did say Drive. I also love some really cheesy stuff. I love some really bad B sci-fi movies too. Star Crash is probably the one that my go-to, that I think of when I think of cheesy bad sci-fi. It's so much fun. But also, The Godfather, Heat, Michael Mann's Heat. I could go on forever. I mean, I'm just sort of grabbing those. Just saw Tron Ares. I'm a little nervous about it. You're telling me it was good? I really liked Tron Legacy. I got a hot take about that. Tron Legacy is better than The Matrix. So, yes, I have played Dwarf Fortress. I should probably stream some Dwarf Fortress, but not tonight. Yes, I have played Dwarf Fortress and very much enjoyed it. All right, so let's see. The roster menu, it's explaining the roster. Open the roster UI and change the airlock permissions. Okay. Permissions changed. Close that. All right, so that's going to allow him to walk through the door, I guess. Oh, okay. It has no wall. Okay, so it wants me to power the door to the bridge, I guess. All right, so we've got conduit all along here. There's a gap here, and it needs to be powered. It is powered to some degree. Let's have a look at the power view. Okay, so we need to take probably these conduits, right? We're meant to take these. What is the QAB? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. It really is taking that long. Oh, okay. I'm getting a CO2 alert on my helmet, so I gotta go back to the capsule here. And take off my helmet. Helmet vented. Okay. Back to it. Speed it up a little bit. I should probably switch back the view here. So yeah. So you liked Tron Ares. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad. I'm looking to hear a little bit more input from other people that I trust. Why isn't it paused? Oh, because, okay. Open your visor and identify the missing circuit link. Yeah. I mean, I already did that, I guess, but. Okay. Install here. You feel your dreams are in sync with reality. Okay. Yeah. This read the log. Is there a way to make that larger? I right click this guy. Oh. It's a lot going on in this game. A whole lot going on. All right, let's keep installing that conduit. It's done. Walk through the door. Let's slow down a little bit. A rush of gas escapes the bridge as you force the door open. Once upon a time, this hot little number ferried panmen to Kyontangmen. 48 people a pop. That's telling us all sorts of stuff, huh? Okay. So it's a derelict ferry. A little bit of backstory for us here. All right. So there's stuff to get, right? Let's bring up the inventory. What is this? A hull patch. The Holden patch. A Halverson kit consisting of sealant and semi-solid hull substitute. Patch jobs will restore a damaged compartment's means to retain pressure. Fantastic. Well, let's pick it up. Let's look around. And we'll pick it up. All right. It went in the backpack automatically. Small mechanical parts. Sounds useful. Let's pick up the stack. Okay, a piece of wall. Trash. Floor pieces. An oxygen can. What's over here? This nav station has seen better days. But it's worth money. Yeah, well, let's start. Let's uninstall. So, yeah, Mike. Tron was good. I can't see if... Oh, uh-oh. That was a quick uninstall. I wasn't paying attention. Here we go. Back to the ship. It's a heavy... I'm dragging this big oxygen canister around. Okay, pause that. Take the helmet off. All right, so here's some chairs that have been left on the floor. All right, so let's see. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna grab as much as I can, I guess. We got a nitrogen canister here. Speed it up. Doesn't take long to uninstall. Okay, we're picking up. Going back. Just trying to make some money. Low pressure alert. Let's see what else we can collect. Oops, okay. Let's grab this. What if I grab the whole nav console? Can I fit that in my ship? Hmm. I'm feeling empowered, it says. I've trained robot engineering above 1%. That's good. All right, we'll pick that up. Pause. Hit the speed. Come back in here. Okay. Yeah, so we got this big honkin' thing here. I should probably... Can it? Yeah, it can fit. Not much else can fit, though. Wow. Can I fit it here? Can it fit, like, in the doorway? No, not really. Well, let's see what else we can get. Let's uninstall this thing. Let's see. What's this guy's name again? Good Luck Horn. Good Luck Horn. All right, so I uninstalled that. Let's pick it up. I think I can fit that. Yeah, should be able to fit it. Okay, I remember to unpause. So, let's see. Mike, are you a space game guy also? Anybody else a space game guy? Okay, am I allowed to? No, so I can't put anything in the airlock area, basically. So I have room for one more thing. Plus whatever I can fit in my backpack. A thruster. I can't fit a thruster. Dang. I should have thought about that, though. Hmm. Um... Dang. Sucks to suck, I guess. Oh no, I can put stuff there. Interesting. I just have to be... Alright, so let's grab one of those thrusters then. Uh-oh. This is, it'll be nice to get an EVA suit, maybe, when this is done. Yeah, pretty good. The pressure is getting... Where... Do I have a... There's a lot of stuff on the ground over here. Yeah, okay, so let's see. What am I looking at here? Yeah, I was going to finish installing that thruster. Got sidetracked by the pressure situation because I've died because of that before. That's the problem. All right. Okay, we pick it up and drag it back. Probably that's going to be enough. Or can I fit even more stuff? Seems like I can. What else should I grab? What else is there to grab? Another switch? Oh, a light. I'll take a free light. Any other lights? Conduits? I'll take a couple conduits. Why not? Oh, okay. Mike, are you still there? Mike, have you seen Tron Legacy? Because I wonder how you would compare Legacy to... oh my gosh, that's bad. Hold on. That's not good. Critical hypoxia. I had some sort of proximity alarm going. Why am I moving so slow? What's happening? Why is O2 low? Oh, because I'm in... Okay. 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 You see, the original thumbnail was almost not a lie. Okay, let's let the air flow here. All right, let's turn it back to auto. Yeah, let's just turn it on. It's cold. That was close. What happened to my lamp? Wait, what happened to my lamp? Hi, Basil. How are you? I'm doing well, except I lost my lamp. Where the heck is it? There's a switch. I'm gonna have to find it because I kind of need it. Where is my lamp? Really, where is the lamp? Floor, trash, and... Okay. Oh, it's right there. Why is it there? Lamp. Somehow I dropped it? Okay, we got it. I don't know, I almost panicked for some reason. Alright. We got the lamp. All is well. Now let's put the helmet back on. Wait, what's over here? Oh, the battery. You know what? I'm going to take that battery. Yeah. Yeah, the battery's going. Oh, doggone this thing. Okay. Takes a while to uninstall this stuff. And the pressure suit is not... Oh, there goes the alarm again. Okay. Pick it up. What the heck? Oh my. And here we have it. Here we have it. This is gonna go bad. Oh boy. Will I die? Vaguely unwell and flushed. Get back to the ship. Okay. I was experiencing some emotions there just now. I I came this close to dying of, I guess that would be hypoxia. Um, um, hey, J-Dub. J-Dub himself. Hey now. Gosh, I need to recover for a second. That was... Now, does anybody who's watching, I can see there's a few people watching. Do you know what just almost happened just now? I mean, I know I just told you I almost died of hypoxia, but do you know why? I was too ashamed in the moment to actually explain what was going on. Okay. Basil says no. So here's the deal. Here's what happened. I thought to myself, I'm gonna disconnect the battery and take it. An extra battery, not always it's always a good idea. The problem is I forgot that battery was powering the door behind me. So when I disconnected the battery, I could no longer get through the door to bring the battery back out with me. So I had to very quickly, I thought that maybe I could reinstall the battery, which I could have done, but I did it in the wrong location. So it didn't hook back up to power, didn't open the door. And at that point, I didn't have time. I knew that I didn't have enough air to uninstall it again and then reinstall it. So instead, I just decided to try to dismantle the door, which I did. With as my log is telling me, I was beginning to experience mild hypercapnia. Before that, I was feeling vaguely unwell and flushed. So yeah, that was almost a disaster. what would that be? About an hour and a half in? Very close, that one. I'm going to put the helmet back on and go grab that battery that I almost died for. I guess that's what makes these things interesting. Hey, and I got some door salvage out of it. Trash, carbon fiber, mech parts, a motor. But let's go on and install the battery once again. Cancel. Okay, uninstalling the battery. Let's speed things up a little bit. Even more than that. There's the alarm again. I don't care. Man, uninstalling something. Okay, back to the ship. Okay, helmet off. Okay, let's find a place to put the battery. All right, now I'm going to grab a couple of those parts that were lying around. I can only fit one more thing in here. All right, we got trash, we got carbon fiber, electronic parts. Mechanical parts. What am I holding here? Mechanical parts. Let's pick up the stack. All right, let's move the permit over to this little pocket, side pocket here, and we will try to fit a motor. Okay, and back. I think we're going to call that a full load. All right, everything's in the backpack. We are back on the ship, so okay, airlock is closed. Helmet in there. All right, let's put my other clothes back on. It's like Mr. Rogers. Siaba. Heading back to your game. What game were you playing? Did you tell me earlier and I didn't notice? He said heading back to my game. Well, what game? Come on now. It's not fair. Alright, so I got my coveralls back on. Let's get back into the ship, right? Fly back and dock with OKLG Station in order to sell your salvage. Sounds like a plan. Here we go. Let's go back to the big screen there. And since we were paying attention at the last tutorial, we should be able to remember how to get back there. Okay. It's moved since we've been away. Alright. Let's go to comms control. Hail ship. Undock. Very good. Switch to nav. Okay. Clamps. Let's back off. Switch back to nav. We're going straight up. Let's rotate. Stop rotating. Slow down. Move in that direction. We got a full load now, so our acceleration's a bit slower. Although we have a good setup. It's got 2 thrusters. Alright, we're a little off kilter, so we're gonna thrust left a bit. That's too much of a bit. Oh, we need to target. We need to target the station. There we go. Okay. Rotate. Press left. That's a proximity alert for, I guess, the planet, really. I'm going to clear that alarm. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Moving kind of slow. 146 meters per second relative. Okay. Let's slow down even more as we're approaching. Okay. Clear that. Switch to comms. Main menu. Hail ship. OKLG docking. Request clearance. All right. It's always it's tense. It's simple, but it's tense because an impact will damage things. Let's slow down a bit. And you can hear all the creaking. Makes it more tense. All right, I'm messing up here. Clamps. We're good. Exchanging marginal utilities. Okay. It's telling us that I have to have a certain kind of license to sell at different places, and I do. I have that 2-hour license we were looking at before. And so we're at home. I'm going to start by... See, a lot of this stuff is going to have to be hauled manually. Yes. Okay, let's see. I'm on the TV for background noise. That's genuinely flattering, actually. Thank you. Mount and Blade 2, Bannerlord. I'll stream that. I will stream some Bannerlord. Unfortunately, it's not installed at the moment. But I've got it. And Warband, of course. That's one of the greats. Warband is one of the greats. Mountain and Blade 2 is not yet one of the greats. But maybe it is. I don't know. It's really awesome. With a few mods, it's awesome. All right, so let's go back here. Yeah, we're gonna start selling stuff at the license kiosk here. Oh. Return to K-Leg. As comfortable as it feels to return to the station after scouring the cold boneyard for parts, in the world of semi-legal salvage, finding parts is only half the battle. The rest is selling it. Station centers are connected by rail, a single car shuttle system that is constantly in a state of disrepair. With a working knowledge of the station and an appetite for risk, you might even find a way to make a living on this rock. OKLG economy is a strange beast. There's the corporate-sponsored salvage trade, run through the scrap and license kiosks. With the right license, you can rent time out in the boneyard and pick parts without being bothered by the AOSEC goons. The black market is another matter. Industrious scavengers know that if you want a premium price for a rare piece, then you're going to have to find a reliable fence. But it won't be easy gaining their trust. Lastly, the gig nexus shops out jobs to just about anyone. The work ranges from menial station jobs to high-risk boarding operations. In every case, the faster you work, the more money you'll find. There you go. like I said, it's a well-written game. Good night, J-Dub. Thanks for stopping in for as long as you did. I appreciate it. All right, we are back at the salvage screen. We've got my thruster assembly, $796. Not bad. What else do I have to sell? Let's sell this component. And the heat sink. I'm not going to sell the welder. No, sir. We'll sell the electronic parts for now. Mechanical parts and motors. Anything else I want to sell? Did I put anything in pockets? No. All right. So that's good for that. Pay the docking fee. Keep the vultures at bay. Okay. Look at that. Look at these vultures, indeed. Vultures, indeed. Pay selected payees. Okay. Fungible units of energetic liquid refilling. The fuel kiosk, in other words. Okay. All right, so that's nitrogen. There's oxygen and power. Good Lord. That almost cleans me out again. Oh, down to 738. The end of the main tutorial. Tutorial complete. Okay. But there's more to sell. Have a good night. Basil, thanks for stopping in. There's more to sell. So while I'm selling, I'll click back to this view. What do you all have going on? And all the other folks we've got joining us this evening. Does anybody have any questions while I'm doing this boring part of the game? Slowly dragging my equipment back and forth. Let me speed up the thing a little bit here. Any questions about the Orthodox faith or about this game or about my taste in games? A loose canister with nothing in it, $246. Okay. This becomes a lot easier. I played the other game long enough to understand that this part becomes a lot easier if you get yourself a dolly. Only problem is the dollies cost a good amount of money. $366 for that. I'm going to leave the battery. Right? This battery I just picked from the other ship. I'm going to leave it there because I want to use that battery when I'm salvaging other ships to power them. So that I can because in my other playthrough, that was something I had not really mastered, was the whole thing about powering other ships and getting that to work the right way. Any guidance towards works or saints that might help with combat PTSD?
St. Moses, Black.
My wife suggests St. Moses the Black. Any particular reason?
Because he was a warrior and had demons that he
And then, of course, there's several other classic military saints. I don't know about works. I do think that orthodoxy is this is kind of weird, right? When I have it up like this, then I'm like sinking. My beard is back here. It's kind of funny. I do think that that orthodoxy is uniquely placed to help in these kinds of situations because of the way that we understand what our life on this earth means and what it's for. And we also, I think, better than most, we understand the meaning in suffering, and we understand that we have a fellow sufferer in Jesus. But at the same time, that's not really specific. I'm not a combat veteran myself, so I know that there are combat veterans that are. There's a couple of clergy I know that are combat veterans, actually. And yes, Paisios was a soldier. I believe he was a comms guy, a radio operator. So I don't know. I think looking at the lives of the martyrs, in particular perhaps the soldier martyrs from the early centuries, it's not specific advice about PTSD, but it is specific advice. It's specific reflection on physical suffering. And you think about what a Roman soldier went through and as part of his normal life as a soldier. At least these saints will know what you have gone through. That's sort of one of the main reasons that saints become associated as patrons for certain earthly occupations. "97 Bravo, 35 Lima counterintelligence and ran source ops out of Baghdad in 06 to 08. Then trained interrogators." Okay. Okay, so yeah, I wonder why you feel that you, I'm not to get too personal or anything, but I mean, you know your own conscience, of course. I don't often consider it. I don't consider it a bad thing to serve your country, but I also understand that kinds of things that people can see and do in that service that can take a toll. But like I said, your conscience is your guide. But thank you for that service. I take it quite seriously, and I mean, really, thank you. This kind of work is like some of the most important work. So, thank you, and God bless you, and may He ease your journey. Yes. Well, yeah, I understand what you mean. Intelligence service is intelligence service. But I understand what you mean. I like to encourage people in the direction of feeling good about the service towards the country. And again, your conscience should be your guide, and you should confess anything that's on your conscience. But I just feel like in this world right now, there's sort of like extra weight that is put on the shoulders of service members, especially in this country. And I fear that some of those service members also buy into that extra weight themselves unnecessarily. And of course, at the same time, I don't want to recommend that anybody kill their conscience. That's certainly not. You don't want to go in that direction either. But yeah, it's a skill set. It's a skill set. I had some help with the Georgian saint. Can't remember the name right now. Fool for Christ. Burned Lenin. Also weeded out commie spies trying to infiltrate the church. Who was that? Who is that? Yeah. No, I imagine not. Yes, commie spies in the church was definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. What am I doing over here? I'm selling stuff. Oh my goodness gracious, look at this. Look at this oxygen canister. It's almost completely full of oxygen. 4,600, almost 4,700. Wow. Thank you. All right, let's calm down the speed there. Warrior of Christ suggests St. Gabriel. Are you talking about the Archangel, or is that the Georgian saint? He says it sounds right. All right, let's grab the big one, the nav station. Oh, is it damaged? Are they even going to take it? Ah, I have to repair it. Okay, I guess I'll try to repair it. All right, let's repair this sucker. Repair. Scrap and steel. Okay. Small parts and electronics. I sold them. Small parts and electronics, scrap and steel. No good. No good. Can I buy that stuff here? All right. Small parts. Mechanical parts. Okay, let's see if it works. I'm doing something. I'm doing something here. What am I doing? Resuming the task. Okay. Screen to the nav station. What are you waiting on? Resume the task. Small parts and electronic. Okay, so I need... Oh, small parts electronic. Okay, I got it. Who's this? Okay, trade. Okay, let's... Oh, wrong. Okay. We need to buy some more small parts here. Please tell me you have them. Good. Is one enough? He's going back to do it. How many do I need? Let's just buy them all, I guess. All right, he's going. It's repairing. He's going to be repairing for a while. So let's bring it back here. Yep. Hold on. Okay. Yep. God bless you, first of all. 21st century stuff. Yes. Yes, everything about what's happening right now is very 21st century in every way. I can imagine your weariness. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's always been this way. It's always been this way. For as long as it's been an institution, a legal institution, and before that as well. Yes, it has some similarities, although it doesn't have that same, it doesn't have, obviously, the same sense of urgency. Right now, this guy is just, I'm just repairing up, I'm trying to repair up this nav station. All right, because if I can get it to a non-damaged state, then I should be able to sell it for some pretty good money. Parish life is Orthodox life, and so that's all you should. That's all that matters. As long as your church is, as long as your parish is in the canonical church, then yeah, that parish life is where your salvation will be worked out. So that's fine. That's keeping the kingdom first. Keep on doing what you're doing. Yeah. I liked FTL, but I wished it had been different. I wish that it had been more like this. I wish that it had just been like a management, just a straight management thing rather than having the ticking clock aspect. Because I don't like all that pressure. I have not yet played Iron Lung. I've heard it's good. And we're going to pop back here and speed this sucker up. We're almost done. Okay, now that's done. Now let's have a look at the damage. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are going to restore the nav station. And yeah, it's going to take a while, but if I don't do it, I won't sell it for as much. So let's just speed that sucker up as well. Proximity alarm because another ship is flying within 5 kilometers of the station. So that's good. Yeah, I'm an army vet myself. It's helpful to be able to relate to certain people about certain kinds of things. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. We got priests from every walk of life, really. So yes, as I've been restoring this thing, it has gone from $3 to $4 signs in value. That's good. Let's keep on pumping it up. Pump those numbers. Oh, I'm hungry. It says I'm hungry. Do I have food? Yep. Let's reduce the speed a little bit. I've got trenchers, mystery meat, and surprise sauce. Sounds yummy. All right, let's cancel the action. And here the available actions for the food. We can long for better food. You wistfully imagine tasting real earth food, grass-fed meat, fresh-caught fish, field-grown produce. Effects. Self-worth goes up, altruism goes down, and meaning goes down. Keeps control. Oh, I wonder what happens if you lose control. Okay, or I could ponder mystery meat. You inspect the trenchers, indulging in imagining what mystery meat really is. A station terminal or food authority would probably know more. Effects. Increase meaning and increase privacy. Keeps control. Remove mystery meat bits. Inspect the trenchers closely, removing all visible chunks of mystery meat possible to improve the eating experience. Increase autonomy, increase security, decrease meaning. Keeps control. Or we just eat. I think I'll just eat for now until things start to get out of hand. Feeling stuffed and can't eat anymore. Okay. Back to restoring the nav station. The Tales of Good Luck Horn. I'm going to restore the heck out of this thing. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that there's 10 of you watching this. I'm absolutely... Oh my gosh, I'm just standing here at 16 times speed, having restored the whole thing. So now that I've restored it and repaired it, it should sell for a good amount. Let's go find out. Licensees only. Trade. Yes, $6,108.20. Goodness gracious. Let's do that. Thank you. That's a heck of a lot better than nothing. And let's grab this N2 can as well. I was going to ask whether or not the sound is coming through from the game, and then I remembered that multiple people have mentioned the beeping, so no need. And look at this, a nice, almost full nitrogen canister as well. Okay, not a bad haul. So that leaves us with 13,383 credits. I am going to hop over to the supplies kiosk here. Let's see what we can pick up here. There's some pants. Brick colored, navy colored. Compression leggings. Oh. Hey now. Compression leggings. Now, this is interesting because in an earlier playthrough, right, I got real enthusiastic about increasing or upgrading my ship. So I added stuff to it, I expanded it, I pushed the walls out, I added floors, I added some storage bays in the floor. And I salvaged and repaired 2 extra thrusters. And I put them on the ship. And then the next time I hit the accelerate key, it was like, you feel a tingling in your extremities. You're about to pass out. So in that playthrough with that ship that I have, I can't accelerate for more than 5 seconds or so at a time. But they have a thing apparently that covers that called compression leggings, lightweight body-hugging compression pants that can be worn under spacesuits, the staple garment for those expecting high G maneuvers. This design provides slight resistance to G-lock and strain by preventing blood pooling in the lower extremities while under high Gs. Well, that's useful. That's doggone useful. I'm going to buy me one of those. We got a fire extinguisher. That can come later. We got the EVA suit. It's $9,000. It's almost $10,000 for the full EVA suit. With the EVA suit, though, I wouldn't have to keep going back to the ship every time I got CO2 overload. What else we got? Interesting. It can see areas of gas pressure. If I install this cartridge into my PDA, it can change my visualization options. There's a battery. Okay, I'm coming here to get a toolbox. Actually, the better toolbox. Yeah. I'm definitely going to do that. And a backpack. So, toolbox. And we'll get a new backpack. Accept. Let's back out of here. Pause. All right. All right, I'm carrying the backpack. So let's first of all, let's open the toolbox, the new toolbox. Let's grab everything. Okay, we got my new welder, although it's not in very good condition. Can I restore it if I bring it out here? Yes. It's going to take a little while. That's okay. Oh, it's done. Okay, perfect. Now, let's put it back in the toolbox. Okay, let's get the other stuff. We got a screwdriver. We got a hacksaw. A soldering iron. Let's get this patch here too. That's a sealant patch. Electronics parts. Compression leggings. I'll put those in my pocket. I'll put this knife in my pocket too. All right. The light can go in the backpack. Parts in the backpack. Carbon fiber in the backpack. Backpack replaces the tote bag. Tote bag gets sold. Oh, it doesn't even want it. Okay, so now we just got a bag, though. How much is the dolly? Let's find out. The dolly is 7,000. Hmm. 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 I don't know. I don't know about a $7,000 dolly right now. I think I don't know. What do you think? $7,000 dolly? Can I even fit it in my ship? I think I barely can, kind of. Hmm. I don't know. $7,000 dolly. Let's worry about one thing at a time here. Way too fast, first of all. Okay, let me not forget my salvage permit there. This can go there. Let's at least sell the toolbox. Can I sell the toolbox? No. Okay. Oh, maybe if I sell it over at the scrap section. Yeah, there we go. We trade that. Well, $22, not bad. All right. So I've sold the products of my first expedition here. And the question is, what should I do next? What do you think? Who's watching? Who could possibly be watching? Yeah. Does anybody else have any questions? I know that I'm serving as background noise probably for more than one of you, but perhaps I could just do a bonus round. I've done one run here with Ostranauts. You've gotten a sense of the taste of it. Is there something? No, you know what? I'm gonna keep on. I'll keep on pressing ahead with this one. So we got 12,000. I got no expenses at the moment. And I've got more. I think I will get that dolly, you know? It's just so useful. And it carries stuff on it, a lot of stuff. Okay. Super handy equipment truck. Okay, we got the dolly. It fits. Huzzah. Okay. Do I have any bins? Any storage bins at all in this thing? Transponder, intake. It's a tiny little thing, isn't it? Do I have any storage whatsoever here? Cooler, floor. No. There is no auxiliary storage. There's no bins. There's no bays. It's just a tiny little thing. So be it. All right, so I've got my... Let me put that compression stuff on. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Compression leggings are equipped. Now, can I put pants on too, or... Can I put them on over that? I can. The sneakers are blocking the other thing. It's fine. All right, we got my toolbox. We got the light. Backpack's kind of okay. We have... How's the permit looking? We have until 16/18 for this permit to be valid. Let's go for one more. Surely everything will be fine. Let's go for this one. All right, I'm going to target the ship. And here we go. Hail ship. Undocking. Clamps. Oh, I need to slow down. Just trying to line up properly here. Okay, let's switch over to the ship. Miserable nomad. What the heck's that? What does miserable nomad entail? Let's find out. Well, not at the moment. Okay. Let's speed up a little bit here. Or a lot bit. Gonzalo, welcome back from work. Still the same work you've been doing, I assume? Hope and pray and trust? Gonzalo protects us all. What? Oh, You aspire to obtain legal status eventually. Visiting an embassy, such as those on OKLG commercial. Okay, visit an embassy, it said. All right. We'll do that sometime. We are flying. We're going pretty fast, 700 meters per second. But we're still kind of far out. Let's adjust our trajectory. Let's begin slowing down. Down to 477. The game is Ostranauts. Oh, I'm going too fast. Way too fast. Need to slow way down right now. Okay, there's that proximity. Clear the alarm. Switch to comms. Hail ship. Initiate uncontrolled docking. There we go. Almost there. Stay on target. Clamps. Nice. Okay. All right, there we go. Same line of work, he says. Just step back from the front line. Body isn't the same anymore. I can do it in a pinch, but after a few injuries, I'm doing more admin stuff. Well, may God reward you for your sacrifices for all of our safety. I think it's fair to say Gonzalo is in the, what would you say, the law enforcement profession? I don't want to get super specific without him talking about his own stuff, but God bless you for doing it. All right, so I've got my pressure suit on. And give me 1 second. I say goodnight to my wife. And I am back. All right. So we have docked. Get the pressure suit helmet on. Let's grab the dolly. Let's step out. Okay. Oh, lots of canisters. That's money. Canisters are money. We got some circuit boards. Yeah, that's also money. Not really a lot of money, but we'll take it. Transponder just in the floor here. Transponder's damaged. I don't think it's worth repairing right now. However, these canisters are certainly worth taking. And because I've got the dolly, I can just put them right there. I don't have to drag them back to the ship. Thank you, Gonzalo. Yes. Yes, you. It was the usual good night smooch, but since I'm trying to reach a bit of a broader audience, and I don't necessarily want to introduce my wife to just everybody and everybody, although they can always look into the archives if they want to see that. But yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more professional about it. You can see I'm in my uniform now, my proper uniform. Thank you. I will certainly pass that along, though. I've uninstalled a nitrogen canister. Here is an oxygen canister. They tend to go for a good bit more. Okay, we got it. And I see no reason why not to just keep uninstalling all of these canisters here. Now, of the people watching, because there's still 9 people watching, most of you haven't said anything. Is this at all entertaining for you? Let me just take a break here. I mean, I've got the game paused. I'll step out here. Is this at all entertaining, or are you doing this to be nice to me? You can be honest. I'm trying to put together something that might actually be valuable for people, or entertaining. I'm having a pretty good time. I get to play a game. You guys get to watch me play a game, or at least have me on in the background on another screen while you play your game. I know how it goes. But if you have any comments, any feedback, please do share them with me. As my godfather used to like to say, questions, comments, rude remarks, as long as they're not too rude, I can probably take it. I could play a more exciting game. I could play a game that's like this, but that I can manipulate better or do better with, perhaps. I could play yeah. The game, it seems interesting, huh? Yeah, it is actually. It's very interesting to me. I love this kind of game. I love management games, and especially I love games that you can pause. That makes everything easier. I should play Bannerlord. I should. Yeah. It's certainly more visually interesting for the for the uninitiated, I guess. If you don't really know what you're looking at, I'm not really narrating enough, but that's what's important for background. You're right. You're right about that. I got to acknowledge the realities of internet life here. Absolutely. So what do we have here? We got some trash. We got a bin. A bin. Can I open the bin? What's in the bin? Another fire extinguisher. Yeah. Takes up 2 slots. It's in 52.54% condition. Maybe in the toolbox for now. Let's uninstall some cans. Yeah. Every time I grab one, it's more money. What's this? Another bin? We have a bin here. Okay, I guess I already opened that one. Ah, another patch. Another Holden patch. And another Halverson welder with a battery in it. Very good. Very good. I'll put that in the backpack. All right, let's see. Here's some conduit. Oh, here's a loose nitrogen can. Still got some nitrogen in it. Yeah, these are all pretty well. Yeah, that's a good one right there. You can tell how much is left by the pressure. Maybe that was obvious to some of you. Electronic parts. Oh, Gonzalo. Oh, Gonzalo. See, it's questions like this. Yes, it will never stop. The permit process, as hard as it is to believe, continues to this day. I'm not supposed to talk about politics here, but so I'll swallow the comment about what it's like to live in certain states that have these kind of processes. Of course, the truth of the matter is that it doesn't really matter until we can actually get the cash together. But I don't have any snazzy little extra banners to display or anything just yet. I haven't worked that stuff up yet. I say yet. I don't know if I ever will, but while I'm thinking on the subject, those of you still sticking around, if you ever mind, in the channel description anyway, and I'll try to remember to place it in all of the video descriptions too, you can find a link to my parish's website, in which where you can also find it's actually a link to the building project page of our parish's website. So there you can read up on kind of where we're at, and also there's donate links there. If you like what I'm doing here, obviously please give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I am trying to build something up here. Tonight I spent a lot of time playing a relatively boring space game. I know I'm being self-deprecating, but yeah, I know that not everybody's into this kind of thing, but I am, and I'm hoping that my friend the editor can make something of it, make a hopefully not a complete hash. Hopefully I've got something worth working with here. But yes, I'm hoping to build this channel up as a resource for people, a place that people can go to see something relatively relaxing, perhaps amusing, and also hopefully be of service to people in my capacity as a priest, be able to answer questions or help people with an issue. And at the same time, also, I am hoping to be able to drive some income to the building project at the very least. And so that's kind of one of the reasons that I'm doing this, and I may have explained that to people last year. Last time I got into it, well, gosh, no, yeah, it'll be last year. Yeah, was the last time I was streaming. So yeah, if what you see interests you at all, and you'd like to help in some way, then Holy Apostles Building Project right now is the best way to help. There's really not many expenses to do the channel just yet. I am kind of small, very small, and hopefully growing. Hopefully this tonight's session doesn't generate negative growth for me. Yeah. Hey, I mean, the process would be a lot more frustrating if we had the money and we're still stuck. That's what I just keep thinking. I just keep thinking, like, if we actually had the cash, would we still be going through this? Or is this just some sort of... No, I don't... It's just, sometimes it's truly unfathomable, the way this stuff works. So, What else can I get while I'm here to wrap up? We're almost done. We're almost done with the stream. We got some trash. We got another bin to look at. Let's have a look. Nothing in that. Oh, I already looked in that one. Yeah, look, there's bins on the other side, though. I didn't look in those. Another temporary blister steel. We got the Holden patch, and we got the Ripley temporary blister seal. And another screwdriver. Well, it's money. A little bit, anyway. Another screwdriver, okay, and another welder. In better condition? No. And with it, does it have a battery in it? It does not. Okay, that welder did not have a battery. But the other one did. Okay, the intake. Let's grab the canister first. All right. Canister. And another canister. Just trying to make some space here for these thrusters when I get to them. Not thrusters, but the intakes. And thrusters if I can fit them. Oh, it's the Hydro one. Oh. Oh. I'm sweating. Overheating. Oh, Lord. Okay. Back to the Shire. Helmet off. There we go. Helmet on. Why am I sweating so much? Guy really doesn't like being inside here. Okay. I fit it. Yes, okay, let's see. Let's turn the speed down. This has trash in it. What about this bin here? Anti-nausea pills might be worth something. And some rice wine. With a little bit of rice wine. Oh, it's okay. Somebody's keeping their coffee in the rice wine bottle. Well, fair enough. You know, do what you got to do, I guess. We got another. Nope. Okay. Oh, some more electronic parts. Let's pick up a stack. No, put them in the toolbox. We got some jumper cables here. I need to go back and like cool off in my cabin or something. Low pressure alert. Okay. Let's take this off and just chill for a second. Do I have a thermostat? Okay. There is a thermostat. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm not overheating anymore. I'm warm, though, it says. Okay. I mean, do I really have to? Okay. What if I just hang out here for a bit? I'm warm. Comfortable. Warm. Well, what happens if I put the pressure suit back on? Okay. There's a whole bunch more in this ship. What's all this stuff? Trash, electronic part. Well, is it outside the ship? No. No, there's like a bunch more in the to the ship. Cloth. What is this? Dolly. Oh, another bin. A drink pouch. That will be useful. Don't really want the scrap cloth right now. Another bin. Some coveralls. Ooh, a PDA. I can hack it. I can hack that PDA when I get back to the ship. Okay. So what am I missing? Where's the door that I need to go through to get to wall, dolly, floor, aluminum? Oh, aluminum. Scrap aluminum. But where? How do you get there? Okay, the antennas, but what the heck am I missing? Really? Get it. I don't know. I don't know. And I still haven't heard from anybody else. That's the funny part. You know, who are you people? Or maybe there's a ton that I'm not seeing, but for some reason, like StreamYard's only delivering me some of it or something. Maybe I'm missing a ton of stuff over on X. um okay. Just reading comments on X. It's kind of fun. Okay, well, yeah, let's see. Now let's have a look at actual YouTube. And see. Oh. Hey, good to see you. Haven't chatted with you in a little while. He came on via social quad verum. One of my favorite places to hang out and read some interesting things. And let's just make sure that I'm not missing a ton of stuff. Bannerlord and all that. Okay. So really, no, it's like people are watching, but they're not commenting, which is fine. You don't owe me anything. And I guess it means it's, you know, it's entertaining enough for somebody, and that's fine. But again, if you have any comments, I'm eager to hear them. All right, so let's see. I got a few more minutes here, according to what I said. I got a couple of spaces in the dolly. Let's bring... How much is one of these pumps when it's uninstalled? Because this one here is awesome. I can't even fit it in the ship. I wouldn't even be able to install this thing in the ship, but hopefully it's, when I restore it, it'll be worth something. Yeah. Let's see here. I'll bring the dolly back to the ship, and I think I'll just round it out there, and then next time I can pick it up there. I will fish for comments one more time. I'll fish for comments on this one more time. Those of you who are not commenting, for whom just the background noise is enough, or you're just literally enjoying what you're watching or whatever, do you want me to continue this? Shall I continue the story of Good Luck Horn and his journeys in a tiny in a tiny salvage tug, or shall I move on to something more visceral, perhaps, where you can see me have like crazy reactions and things like that, if you can see my face? Whatever you think, whatever your comments are welcome. And not sure what that's in reaction to. But your comments are welcome if you think you'd like to see me do more of this type of game, this sort of you know, the boring space management game, or that kind of thing. Follow the story of this type of sandbox content. Yeah, well, I'm going to continue it. I mean, tonight I've only got a couple more minutes, but I could play Bannerlord next time if I can find the space on the SSD between now and next week. I think a Monday night slot is good for this type of content, you know. And then I'm hoping that we can do some editing and maybe make a sort of cut down, more entertaining version of it. The secret is not enough sleep. That's the secret. Of course, the other secret is they're in bed. Bannerlord is a good idea. It's a good... I love sandbox game. Sandbox content is good, you know. It's a good way to be able to kind of talk people through stuff. Yeah, but I'm still seeing no comments from the others who are watching. So I'm just going to take that as an assumption, with an assumption that that they like it enough to at least not turn it off. Do you like it enough to press the like button? Yeah, this kind of thing is cool. I like doing this kind of thing. And also, you know, if I keep playing Ostranauts, I can do that as well. As a, like, I can hire, I think, maybe, can I change the name of somebody that I hire? Maybe not. Whatever. All right, let me get this in here, and I'm going to go ahead and save So you can see my other character that I had been playing is John Roach of the Spider Pony. But here we have Good Luck Horn. I don't need to. We'll just say, yeah, just create it as it is. It'll save it as his name. Okay. Good Luck Horn of the Acid Parasite. So, thank you so much, everybody, for coming to this interesting offering. Hopefully it turns out okay. And it's a work in progress. And again, all your comments are certainly welcome. I intend to read them and learn from them. If you have any criticisms, I welcome them. If I don't like what you have to say, I just won't mention it. But I won't be offended by any constructive criticism. So, well, let's close with a prayer, shall we? It is truly meet to bless thee, the Theotokos, ever blessed and most blameless and mother of our God, more honorable than the cherubim, and beyond compare more glorious than the seraphim, who without corruption gave us birth to God the Word, the very Theotokos, thee do we magnify. Thank you so much, everybody, once again, and God bless you for joining me. And I hope to see all of you again soon. And once again, if you liked what you saw, thank you, Gonzalo. I probably need it. If you liked what you saw, please do hit the like and subscribe, and feel free to share it around. Maybe it's interesting to some of your friends to like this kind of thing. And keep an eye on the channel, because I'm hoping that there'll be an edited down version of this to come along a little bit later in the week, perhaps. All right. God bless you again, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.